So I just really wanted to touch really quick on like things that I've seen. There are girls that I've seen that go from being like this, not so like not skinny, but like this to this in the space of like months. And if I know anything, like I used to make like a lot of money. But when I made like a lot of money, it was more focused on buying things for people because I'm like I like to my love language is gifts. So naturally I like to give people gifts. So I wasn't like a hoarder, nor was I like a heavy eater of junk food. I feel like that's where it comes from. It's because whatever you like to do, money just amplifies that. You know what I mean? So if you like to eat out and like to eat junk and then you start making a lot of money, you're just going to do more of that. And like these are the people that I've seen as influencers. It's like you weren't even really a fat girl like that. You just started making a lot of money and couldn't stop eating, literally. Like that's how I see it, and I just like to call shit for what it is. And now you pose as a plus size influencer, which is even making you generate more money. Okay, you have to get fat some way. You have to get overweight some way. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm Kylie or Kendall Jenner and I'm super skinny. No. But in as much as I make a lot of money, again, my money is always just going to be used to support like my friends and family and to buy them gifts and stuff to make them happy, or to travel the world and stuff, which is something that like I aspire to do. And I say all this to say that like you just realize that that is what money does. And then like these people are, I just don't like the idea of promoting being fat and unhealthy. You know what I mean? Like, in as much as you make a lot of money and you have to learn to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Not get fat, then join a community which you weren't even a part of in the first place, and then trying to be spreading body positivity because you can't stop eating. You know what I mean? Like, there are people that are actually like naturally thick because of like hormonal things. They eat healthy, but like they're still big. Like you see those things, there are names for them. You can Google them. That's why there's the internet. But you eating, like your fridge is filled with sugary drinks. You know what I mean? Like you're constantly eating like bad food. I like to eat a lot. You could like to eat a lot. There is nothing wrong with liking to eat a lot. It's what you eat that matters. Like you can be hungry and eat a banana. You could be hungry and like cook. Like I like to make muffins. I love chocolate. But when I realized that my double chin, like you have to have those pointers on your body when it's like, okay, this is getting a bit much. I need to go run. I'm not like a huge advocate for being in the gym all the time. No, because I'm not. Like, you go 3 times a week. Like, sometimes I would be consistent for like 3 weeks and then like I get tired. And I'm like, I just want to sleep. And that is why it's called balance. I feel like people that are always in the gym every day, all the time, looking fit, that's what you do for a living. That is your job. I even see girls like De'Ara Nova. Like, I remember her fitness journey. She wasn't a fitness person. Though she got into it, she figured out how to build a booty and stuff. And she even went on this course where she gained like a lot of weight. And but she also has a hormonal problem which caused her to gain a lot of weight. But like I said, like you could be eating healthy and then you have hormonal imbalances which could come about which can happen from like genetics that happens like with time as you grow older. The onset of it like might hit you at a certain age. Sometimes like after having children, like it disrupts your hormonal balances, especially if you've been on like family planning and stuff before having kids. So you just have to have, like, again, like those things that you look at in your body to make sure that you don't go over it. Don't do too much. Like, no one's saying don't indulge. I like, my favorite soda drink is ginger ale. I grew up in the Caribbean. In the Caribbean, we have lots of snacks, like, and I've always like, chocolate X bar, Nuggles, Lunch. Like, if you're from the Caribbean, you know what those chocolates are. But those are snacks. And like, when it comes to eating, we eat healthy. Like soup, I love me some soup. Like, I could eat soup every day. Beef soup mainly. Beef, goat. I'm not really a huge fan of chicken soup. I like to make fish soup. So you have to have those things that you go back on to like nourish your body. You can't just be eating like a pig and then being out here promoting body positivity. You're not even eating healthy. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. If you're a healthy eater and you're still thick and you're promoting like body positivity, you could be a healthy eater and still be thick. Yes. But eating like a pig, where people can see that your fridge is filled with sugary drinks and you're out here promoting that, I don't stand for that. I feel like that is bullshit, quite frankly, and should be stopped. Like, when you eat healthy, you think better, you feel better. You know what I mean? Again, like having those pointers, like realizing that, oh, my double chin's coming back. I need to slow down. What have I been eating? You have to pay attention to what you're putting into your body, paying attention to your looks and what's like going on. Like, you can't just be interruption just now. I don't know if you guys heard that a bee came into my room earlier and I had to secure it in this and put it outside, and it just came back into my room just now. I don't know what that means, but anyways, let's move on. Probably came back to say thank you or to sting me. Like I was saying, I have my pointers. I realize when like I've gained weight, like compared to how I was when I was like 22, 23. I've put on a couple pounds, but it's not extreme. Like, it should never be extreme. Like, gaining 50 pounds, like, there was a point in my life where I used to be like 210, 220, but I've always been over 200. Like, when I was younger, in my teens, I was like 180 something. But I'm 5'8", and most of my weight comes from the fact that I have a big head, my boobs are big, and my ass is big too. And I carry a lot of my weight, like, in my legs. Like, my legs are big, like, and strong. So the proportion in, like, you look at, like, all those things. But yeah, I just wanted to, like, say that it is not good to be out here promoting, like, body positivity and like you're eating too much junk food. One of the things that I love to eat, in terms of like, there is a reason why they put us through school telling us about like staple foods and like different foods to eat. Corn is one of the things that I like to eat, like as a flush out. Beans, like all these things, when you eat corn, you eat beans, it helps flush out your body. You know what I mean? Bananas, lettuce, like roughage. When you eat like a lot of fruits, like growing up in the Caribbean, you eat a lot of mangoes. Having those things to go back on. Ginger is a huge part of my diet. Like, I love drinking ginger. I boil the ginger and I drink it with like a hot ginger hot chocolate. But yeah. And just to conclude, the main reason why I don't like this, and there's this one girl in my head really while I'm saying these things, because I've seen her grow on social media, and like, a big thing about it is like when you promote body positivity, again, when we could see in your fridge that like all you drink is sugary drinks and like you eat bullshit all the time, you're promoting that. People are watching you. That's what it means to be an influencer. You're influencing people. You know what I mean? Teenagers and stuff that are looking up to you, be like, you know, I like pizza. I should eat pizza. I should, being fat is okay. You're an influencer, which means that you're making money at some point in your life. That money that you came up on from people, okay, watching you, bringing in the numbers, the followers, the views, and you promoting this unhealthy living, quote unquote, plus size model, quote unquote, eating bullshit, quote unquote, having like bullshit in your fridge, like, like just that person. Like, there's nothing wrong with promoting diets. Matter of fact, diets, I don't even like the word diet. Healthy eating. There's nothing wrong with promoting healthy eating. Like, I already said all this already. You, because you made all that money from being an influencer, you can go do gastric. What's that thing where like they make your stomach smaller, and like you could lose that weight. Those people that you were promoting that to, they're poor. Most of them. That's why they're sitting watching you all day. You know what I mean? And you're promoting this. They don't have the money. Matter of fact, they're like, she was fat. Now she's skinny. It could lead them to depression, to kill themselves. I followed this girl. She made me feel like, you know what? Being fat is okay. And eating junk, because I like it, is okay. It's what I seen in her fridge all the time. It's what I seen her eating all the time. And now she's lost 100 pounds. She has a trainer. She can afford a trainer. I can't afford a trainer. You get the point, right? Like, it's not good to be promoting these things, making money off of people, and then at some point you could double down and be like, yeah, I don't want to be fat anymore. I want to be thick, but like it's gone out of hand, and you can take care of that. But the people that you shown that this is okay, they can't really do much about it. They can. I mean, you can. You obviously can, just by eating healthy from now. Don't follow, and having common sense to know not to follow people that be doing that shit too, just like I'm telling you, is good. But yeah, a lot of people can start hating themselves afterwards when they seen that like you promoted this and now you're smaller, and now like all those influencers that were once fat and promoting being fat are no one likes to be fat. Like, I promise you. Nobody does. Being thick is a different thing. There's a difference in being fat. And fat, it just shows from your fridge, from what you eat. Again, I said this before, you could be a healthy eater and still be thick. Exhibit A. So, know what you're doing. If you're gonna be doing something, do it for the betterment of the people, not just to collect money, to flaunt it in people's face and be like, I did this all while being fat and blah 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 blah, because you're insecure. And now, well, I'm fat and I have money, so okay, we're all out here getting money, you know what I mean? So again, promote healthy living, promote healthy eating, promote the fact that you could eat healthy and still be thick. Stop overeating, eating all this sugary bullshit and putting it out there like it's a thing. It's a healthy thing. It's good for your body. It's good for your mind. It's good for your mental. It isn't. And that's all that I want to say today, because it's getting out of hand. And somebody got to say something. So I'm saying it. Okay? And the people that I'm mentioning, like who's coming to my mind as I'm saying this, is people that I've been watching. And I might add them to this video. And if you do see it, it's not really any shade to you. It's just me wanting the better. I want people to be better. Like, I'm more of a holistic type person, where it's like If we all eat healthy and we all look good and we all feel good, the planet could be a better place. The sugary drinks will go out the door. No more plastic waste. Holistic, not just for me and for people, but for the earth in general. It's good to eat healthy, feel good. In that way, you become a better person. You know, go outside, run, drink your water, eat some fruit, look at the staples in terms of what should I eat. Another thing is like stop letting people tell y'all what you should eat. Like eat what works for you. Where are you from? Try to make the change. Caribbean girl, I'ma always eat me a banana. I'ma always eat me some healthy food. I'ma always eat me some cheesecake too though. It's all about balance. You know? So cheers to that. And you're welcome.